Yo, 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 what's up? We got another episode of Nothing Nice. Super Bowl, crazy. It's going to be a crazy week. We're recording this before the Super Bowl, so we're going to go ahead and chop it up about everything. Also, you already know the vibes. Like, share, comment, subscribe. 65 Nothing Nice. Hit us up on all the platforms. I got my boys in the building. My brother Mook Jones. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man. Mook check in the building. Let's get it.
Already. Mr. Dooney Locks, my bro. How you feeling, brother?
What's happening, King? It's all good, brother. Ready to
Yeah.
talk. I got a lot to get off my chest, player.
All right, we want to hear it. And my brother Joe, what's good, man?
What's
How you
good,
feeling?
man? I'm feeling good, brother. Glad to be back, man. Glad to chop it up with you boys again,
Yes,
man.
sir. Hey,
And man, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Oh, go ahead, Mook. What you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say, Duda came in here like 56. I got a lot of living to do for a guy. Ain't got time to.
Hey,
Hey, yo, real quick, Joe. I didn't get a chance to get your take on this, bro. Mike McCarthy, how you feel? Just give me a yay or nay. How you feeling about it?
oh yeah, Steelers
Big,
fan.
big nay.
Big
Big
nay.
nay.
All
Big
right,
nay.
we'll get into it during the off
Big
season.
nay.
He a bridge coach. What they say, bridge quarterbacks. He a bridge coach.
Bro, we don't even do bridge
The
coaches, so I'm
Steelers aren't even
confused,
known
bro.
for that, so that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
big nay.
All
Big
right,
nay on that boy, man.
all right. So we got the Seahawks. We have the Patriots. We have a legacy that's going to be made. Either we're looking at the next Tom Brady coming through, getting carried by his defense, getting Super Bowls early, or we're looking at Joe Flacco being able to win a Super Bowl in the midst of a league full of Aaron Rodgers and other great quarterbacks with Sam Darnold. That's basically the position he's in right now. What are we looking for? What do y'all expect? Dooney, you go first, bro.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna jump the gun, and I feel like the Patriots gonna pull off the upset. Vegas got Seattle winning. Obviously, wow, they're the better team. But for some reason, I feel like New England gonna find a way to win this game strictly because I feel like they're gonna be inspired by Robert Kraft and Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame. So I kind of feel like they're gonna find it as the league is disrespecting their legacy. So Seattle the better team, but I feel like for some reason Patriots gonna play better that day. And I think Drake May gonna get his first ring.
Wow. Okay. Young Tom Brady in the making. What's up, Joe? What you thinking?
Man, we gotta start checking some serious boxes with both teams. I think on paper both teams match up pretty evenly. Honestly, like I think both
Yeah.
of them got good quarterbacks. Both of them got good defenses. I think Seattle's run game is slightly better. Uh, JSN the most dynamic receiver in the game, but I think he going up against one of the top 5 corners in the game.
Shout out Gonzo.
Yeah, Gonzo is him. He one of them ones. He been giving up some big plays. I don't know how many times he gonna do that against JSN. I like Seattle to win the game, kind of along the lines of what Dooney was saying. Though I think Seattle owes this win to the Patriots from the Pete Carroll call. Like I think they fit. I think that's what they own. I bet I'm 100% sure they watched that clip probably 1,000 times this week. Marshawn's supposed to get that handoff,
Oh
win that Super
yeah.
Bowl,
Yep.
but we throw a pick and the rest is history, right? So I think Seattle keeping that in their back pocket. So I'm gonna rock with Seattle on this one, man. I like Drake May. I don't think this is the last time we're gonna see him in the Super Bowl. I think that defense is special. I think they got a lot of people they're gonna have to pay on that defense too to keep them boys together. But yeah, overall, I think Sam Darnold gets his redemption story and Seattle pulls it out.
Mook, what's up, bro? What you thinking?
Hey, man, I just say this. For one, Tony Campbell ain't getting to you. He got you thinking that them Patriots finna win this game. I'm telling you,
Nah, I ain't even talked to Cam. I'm just looking at what's going on around the league with the Belichick and the Robert Kraft and like everybody disrespect. Cause think about it before you go move. Think about it. So Belichick ain't got in, which is crazy. Robert Kraft ain't got in, which is even crazy. So you look at the domino effect. You mean to tell me Tom Brady not gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Cause if he get in when his owner and his coach don't get in, that's kind of strange, ain't it? So I'm looking at it as like, okay, the league disrespecting the Patriots. So I feel like since the league is slapping the Patriots in the face, I feel like they gonna shock the world and win the Super Bowl when everybody and their mom is expecting Seattle to.
Okay, let me just say this.
That's just how I look
Let
at
me
it.
just say this. I heard word was around that they investigating the Patriots for another cheating scandal from the Texans game. That's what I've been hearing a little birdie saying. I've been hearing there's been some investigations going on based off something about what happened with the Texans game. That's real there. That's what they say. But I gotta look more into that.
Yeah.
But as far as the game, man, I gotta run with Sam Darnold in the Seattle Seahawks. And man, we might have to start talking about Sam Darnold as an elite quarterback. I mean, you heard Jefferson coming out defending him, talking about, what if we would have had Sam Darnold? So, I mean, hindsight is always 2020, But I'm just feeling like, man, Seattle gonna come in there. I don't even think it's really gonna be close. I feel like Seattle gonna run away with this thing, man. The Patriots do got a pretty decent defense, but I'm telling you, it's just something about the way that Seattle, once they get that momentum, and I think Sam Darnold's playing some of the best football I've seen a quarterback play in a long time. That Rams playoff performance against those guys, man, which was his kryptonite before, and it's just something about that offensive coordinator. It's people that so many times we don't talk about the offensive coordinator. Man, the dude is in a rhythm. He's been killing it. He's calling the right plays at the right time. Um,
I mean, he about to be the coach of the Vegas Raiders, right?
yeah. Well, that's a whole nother story in
Clint
itself.
Kubiak.
They're gonna need a lot more than him to get them Vegas Raiders right. As far as
You right about that.
as far as him right
Them
now,
boys
though,
still gonna get about 4-5 wins.
yeah. Before Seattle is concerned with that defense, man, and then I don't know if they're getting the running back. Is he gonna be back? The backup? Is he's back, or is he still gonna be out?
Nah, Charbonnet out of there.
Charbonnet?
Yeah,
out.
he out of there.
Now that could be a big miss for him, but Kevin Walker, man, if he's ready to play every down back this game, the dude is electrifying, man. He's got that pop in him. Man, I feel like, man, the Seattle can run away with this one. And plus the Patriots just had an easy road. But they are playing in pretty nice weather. So they have been playing in bad weather game after game. Who knows, man? I mean, Drake May might turn back into MVP form.
They almost fumbled the Denver game if we keeping it above.
Yeah.
Denver, but you gotta look at it for some reason. Look, you gotta look at it though. This kind of shows the integrity of the Patriots team. Chargers defense were no pushovers all season. Texans had arguably top 2, top 3 defense. Then the Broncos defense, we already know about them. They are right behind the Texans. Right. So like for some reason, Drake May played shitty in damn near 2 of them 3 games, but they still found a way to win them games against 3 tough defenses. That kind of shows me that Drake May is battle tested. Because I feel like them 3 teams he just played defensively wise was more, more of a challenge than what Seattle had to overcome. That's no slouch to the Rams defense, because the Rams, I don't know what the hell that was, but I mean, we already seen what they did to the 49ers. That was disrespectful. But I'm looking at it like, I feel like the Patriots had to overcome a tougher road because Drake May and that team found a way to overcome them top defenses within Denver, LA, and Houston.
Did they really though?
Even while Drake May was playing bad in 2 of them
really
games,
didn't,
they
though.
still found a way to overcome
make
it.
less mistakes.
Did they
he really just had to make less mistakes than the other quarterback. Drake May didn't have to overcome it.
They found a way to win the game, though. And then they won that game.
Yeah, because they made it look hard. Don't mean it. Well, they made it look hard, but you really think about it. They went against a Justin Herbert who's just horrible in the playoffs. It don't matter how much he plays, he's horrible in the playoffs.
Right.
History says it. I mean, his play says it. He's horrible. The dude don't know how to win. Dude had a 27-point lead, Trevor Lawrence, and still lost. He's horrible in the playoffs. Yep. Then you had the Texans who didn't have a single what they say, a single what they call them, single receiver or single playmaker out there. Nico Collins got hurt. Didn't have nobody to throw the ball to, nobody that could create separation, and they still almost blew that game. And then they would have lost to the Buccaneers if a blizzard wouldn't have happened. So
I feel like if Bo Nix was healthy, the Broncos would be going to the Super Bowl right now.
For sure.
100%.
I said that.
For sure.
Yeah, it would have been Denver and Seattle if Bo Nix was healthy.
Winning by at least 10. At least 10. Minimum 10.
That's a blowout in the NFL standard.
Right on.
Yeah, Seattle's gonna win somewhere between 10 and 24. It's gonna be somewhere in there. Yeah, like I
I'm
don't think
just
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
the
that
black
close.
sheep on this one.
Yeah, I don't think
My
it's gonna be
heart,
that
like I
close.
said, obviously Seattle is the better team, but I just feel like with how the media been disrespecting the Patriots, I would not be surprised if they find a way to win this game. Just
Yeah.
for the media and the disrespect of New England's sake. That's all I'm saying. But
This is
obviously
Sam
Seattle is a better
Darnold's.
team though.
This is Sam Darnold's Joe Flacco year. That's what this is. This is Sam Darnold's Joe Flacco year, where he takes the Ravens and he wins the Super Bowl, and he'll be the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
That's what this year is.
Or it can be Sam Darnold, Eli Manning year, since y'all want to throw disrespect on my boy Eli name.
I got one
I
more
like
question.
Eli.
I
I
got one
like
more
Eli.
question.
Or
So
it could just be Sam Darnold going back to Sam Darnold and start seeing ghosts again. I don't know.
That's
that would
UNC
be
Sam Darnold
crazy.
out there right now, boy.
And I
Oh,
got
that
I
would
got
be
one
crazy.
question, fellas.
Oh, that
I
would
got
be.
one question. Ain't nobody asked.
What up?
What's the over under of them showing? What's the over under y'all got for them showing Cardi B? How many times they gonna show Cardi B at the Super Bowl?
At least by 4 or 5 times.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go 2.5, 3.5,
Three and a
somewhere
I
half.
go
in
Cause
there.
they
3.
did the same with Taylor Swift and Travis
Yeah.
Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
She
know,
performed at the Patriots fan experience or some shit like that. I saw
Yeah,
she
I
performed
heard.
at
okay.
one of them. So
You know, she was heavy like
she gonna get some camera time.
you know, she'll not say Bose. So they probably gonna show her like 4 or 5 times. I'm going with the overs.
Yeah.
Nah,
If it's 3.5, I'm going with the overs. I'm saying they're gonna show it like 4 or 5 times. Especially if he score. If he score, oh yeah. They put
oh
on
yeah,
the
nah. Stephon,
While we on
at
the subject
media
of him
day.
scoring though, and like I didn't realize how young Seattle secondary is.
yeah.
Them
Oh
boys
yeah,
is
they
good.
all on rookie
oh yeah,
contracts.
Yeah, I didn't
Devin
realize because I
Witherspoon.
didn't know
yeah,
Emin Yor or whatever his name. I didn't know he was a rookie.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Like I
saw
knew,
Carolina.
yeah, I knew Reek and Witherspoon was relatively young. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that dude was a rookie. I'm like, bro, that might be the second coming of the Legion of Boom right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
they call themselves the Dark Side. They
Well,
call themselves the
yeah,
Dark Side.
Yeah, they
yeah,
That's
tough for sure.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna say right here.
See, with that in mind, though, I think this is gonna be Drake May's hardest secondary
Yeah.
matchup, and he didn't
Yeah.
look good against Denver, and I think they might be a little bit better than
Yeah.
he
Denver.
didn't look good against
They don't have,
Houston.
Yeah, I about
yeah,
to
they
say he
don't have
struggled against Houston
Surtain.
secondary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been struggling with secondaries. If he got to win it with his legs, I think this is gonna be different. Like this is gonna be different for him.
Hey, take the under
Yeah,
on Drake May passing yards.
yeah, he ain't getting.
I don't think he getting over 200. I
Yeah,
don't think so.
I don't think Diggs getting behind this
He
defense. I
said
don't think
rush.
Mac Hollins getting behind this defense. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
then
don't.
you
I'm
got
saying, yeah,
DeMarcus
the rush is
Lawrence and
tough
Big Cat
too.
I
on that
think he
line.
said rush,
Yeah,
man.
That rush is
it's
tough
gonna
too.
be rough.
You don't got time, bro. They be getting
Yeah,
back there, man, in Seattle, bro. And
And
guess what?
I know
it's gonna
Cowboy
be a
fans
rough.
are heard about D-Law
And
about to
guess
get a
what
Super
though?
Bowl ring.
Them
Some Cowboy
Seahawks,
fans are
And
hating
when
it
is it?
Mm,
them
because
Seahawks travel, bro.
mm,
he said I love Dallas. The Cowboys are my family, but I can't win there. And
yeah,
here he
I'm
is
He
gonna
in the
tell you
speaking
Super
right here,
Bowl.
facts
baby.
though.
yeah.
I'm gonna say this
One
right
on
here.
It's gonna be a few.
It's something
It's
about
gonna be a few franchises out there that's gonna be sick.
yeah,
It's gonna be a few sick franchises out there
yeah,
if Seattle win.
yeah,
Obviously, Minnesota gonna probably be the sickest,
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
but
Yeah.
Minnesota
yeah,
gotta be
no,
Minnesota
that's
gotta
a
yeah,
be
great.
they gotta be really hitting themselves, man, because they really effed that up.
yeah,
They could have,
yeah. They
the thing
did.
is, they could have franchise tagged them and not lost nothing.
They could have,
They could have
but I
still
feel
had
like they
McCarthy.
just wanted to throw JJ McCarthy out there just because they just spent the top 10 pick on him. So they're like, well,
Right,
we gotta at least give him a
you
chance.
They
have
didn't
He
to.
keep,
just can't stay healthy
you know
though.
what's so crazy? They didn't keep Daniel Jones or him. They let both of them walk for unproven.
And they
Yeah,
both went on to be starting playoff quarterback. Well, not the playoffs, but they went to be starting quarterback. Daniel Jones started off the season good in first 8 games,
Well,
boy.
he would have been in the
No, he said,
playoffs.
also it's 19 teams out there that passed on JSN, and he might be the best receiver in the NFL
Might
right
be.
now.
But
shout out to
but Joe,
Yeah, we
but
Cowboys.
ain't
Joe,
nah. You starting
but
to
Joe,
sound like JB. We ain't
Shout
gonna
out
do
to
that. I
Cowboys.
give him.
I
I give him top four, top three, top
he
four.
gonna be in the conversation.
let me
Yeah, for
just say
sure, for
this.
sure.
Let me just say this
That's
based on
all.
what you said, Joe. Let me just say this. One thing I noticed about Seattle, this their opportunity to win because they're gonna lose that offensive coordinator. I think a big part of their success is that play call. I
True
think
that.
I think once he leaves, Seattle gonna come back down to earth. I mean, it's hard to find a great play caller. So I'm speaking as an Eagles fan right now, as a Jalen Hurts fan. It's hard to
Yeah,
find
I
a
about to say,
quality.
cause you see about y'all,
Yeah,
huh?
it's hard to find a quality play caller. Man, some of them plays, bro, he was running wide open. And he's the number one receiver. How he's getting wide open catches? I don't understand it. That scheming,
He's,
man. That's scheming them
he's
guys
fast and
wide
he has
open.
crazy footwork. He's fast and he has crazy
Yeah.
footwork. That's the answer. His footwork is crazy and he's fast. When you got both of those things working for you, it's easy to get open. We seen him chop a many quarterbacks. So yeah, it's not just a play call. My boy's special. All right. So
everybody
real
going
quick,
Seattle. Dooney going Patriots.
I
Dooney
might
said
have to switch it up to Seattle, man. Look, Seattle is the better team. Seattle is clearly the better team, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised just because the way the media portraying them. I wouldn't be surprised if they upset them.
It's gonna take a real specific scenario for me to go with the Patriots. Like
That's what I'm saying.
they gonna have to have the ball on the final drive.
Yeah, it's
with
gonna have to
like
be some comeback type. That's it.
yeah, but
It
I just
ain't
don't know if
gonna.
they get in that scenario. Cause I think Seattle, like I'm kind of with I'm with Josh, man. I think Seattle opened up a pretty sizable lead on them and like just cushion that game and just run the ball down their throat and finish the game. Like I
It
just
might be how they did Denver with that 48-3 Super Bowl. It might be like that.
the
Then
only
again, like I said, Seattle, all the players ain't on the team no more. But like I said, trying to get their revenge from back in 2014. They like, we should have
Drake
won
May
it.
has finished all these playoff games though with his legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
So
run. Yeah, take over on
yeah,
his rushing yards,
yeah.
under on his passing yards. That's because he
So
gonna be
he
running for his life out there.
if he gets the opportunity to do that, I'm not gonna bet against him. But I don't know if he gonna get in that opportunity though.
Yeah.
But they don't look.
Okay,
This
so
ain't gonna be no one score game, no field goal game. And that's why
Yeah, I can see about 10 points for sure.
yeah,
I
and
can
that's
see it
why
10 points,
and that's just the reason why I feel like they
13.
ain't gonna be the Seattle. I don't feel like they can score with Seattle.
It might be like a 24-10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because both teams have defenses.
Yeah, New England defense is solid. They D line is better than a lot of people think.
Yeah.
That D line creates some pressure.
Yeah.
okay,
JSN,
so what
Offensive
do y'all
Player
think
of the
about
Year.
this? What do y'all think
Miles
about this?
Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year.
For sure. Tom Brady said he does not have a dog in the fight for this Seattle and Patriots game. What y'all think about that? Do you think he's distancing himself because of the because Robert Kraft and Belichick not getting in? Or do you think that he feels some kind of way that if Drake May wins, that it might step on his legacy a little bit?
I believe him.
He not
Not
calling
like
this
in
It
a
game,
ain't
is
gonna
he?
real
step
way.
on his
Not,
legacy.
not like in a real way, but like people are gonna start gassing. Like, is this the next? That's what I mean by that.
Is he not calling this game though? Is he? Like he's not calling this game. Is he right? What is he on Fox?
He's on Fox, right? Yeah, I think he's on Fox.
Yeah, he on Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's not calling the game.
What the game
Yeah,
gonna be on? NBC?
NBC.
Okay.
yeah.
Peacock.
I don't know. I didn't hear him say that, but that's odd that he would say that. I kind
Man.
of gotta feel like quarterbacks being jerks to their replacement is not a new thing. Like we seen Aaron Rodgers do it to Jordan Love. We seen Brett Favre do it to Aaron Rodgers. Like yeah, like I'm kind of leaning with the fact that he just don't want people to like his legacy. You know what I mean? He haven't even got to live in his legacy yet. He only been retired for a few years. Like
Right.
and already this team is already going back to where you thought you was the savior. Like you was the only person that can get them there. They already back. So I could
With a head coach in his first year. Shout out Mike Vrabel.
Shout out Vrabel. So yeah,
I
wouldn't be surprised if he
too though. Vrabel used to be a
he used to play for him.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. He trying to protect his legacy in some way. It's one of those two, probably. Like either he don't want to be associated with them because he definitely wants to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Or he don't want his legacy to be like he don't want people to have a conversation that Drake May is the next. Yeah. It could be. I think it's one of them two. I don't know which one. I didn't know he said that. So damn,
I ain't either.
That's wild that he said that.
Yeah, Vince Wilfork came out. He's like,
crazy.
bro, what are you doing? He's like, once a Patriot, always a Patriot. He said something. Gronk said something. I think Edelman said something too. They all like, bro, what?
Look,
that's wild.
The only one looking super great in this situation is Robert Kraft. He's the one that got the most to gain from this, but both Belichick and Brady, like, I hope they get blew out. Belichick and Brady.
Yeah, because even if they do win this Super Bowl, it ain't gonna go towards their resume. It's going towards Robert Kraft.
Yeah. So he got the most to gain. I mean, I'm surprised that Robert Kraft
True
didn't get in.
that.
He didn't even get in. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's
I'm not super.
crazy,
I'm
man.
not super familiar with how the situation went with both of them finishing their careers in New England too, because I feel like both of them should have finished their careers in New England. But I don't know. I don't know if that was like a messy breakup. I don't really remember. I just remember waking up one day and Tom Brady was a Buccaneer, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, what we doing?"
Well,
Yeah,
they had been
you
talking
know.
about it. Well,
But
So
it might.
the situation happened because they for years they had been not
right.
getting along. And he wanted to replace Brady with
Yeah.
Garoppolo.
yeah.
So when he drafted Garoppolo, he wanted to replace Brady then. But Brady was such a competitor.
Because he got Garoppolo in what, like the second round, huh?
No, he got Garoppolo.
Oh yeah.
He,
He was.
he might have drafted. No, he might have drafted him. Well, they never really did get no first round picks because they was always too good to get any picks. But I think he came up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might have came. He was like high second round or something like. Was he?
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
See, them boys don't like that. You start drafting replacements.
Yeah.
I mean, that high in the draft, but then you
Big
think
Ben
Yeah.
about
refused
it,
to
shit, look
retire
what the
because of that.
Packers,
Yeah.
but look at what the Packers did, how they had ended up drafting Jordan Love with their first round pick while
Yeah.
A-Rod was still playing. So it
Yeah.
is
Right.
kind of disrespectful, especially if
Yeah.
they still playing like at you know what I'm saying, above average level.
But it's a business though. It's like I
It
know quite a
is.
few Packer fans, and I told them when they drafted Jordan Love, I said, man, listen, y'all franchise is so synonymous with having a quarterback that like y'all panic drafted Jordan Love. He gonna be good. Like, but that's who y'all are. Like, y'all never not had a solid quarterback. Not since I've been alive.
All the
You
way
know
since
what I mean?
Bart Starr, whatever his name
Right.
is, they
Like
always
y'all
had a
legit.
decent quarterback.
Yeah,
They legit probably got
that's
3
true.
Hall of Fame for sure. 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Straight up.
that's just what that is. Like, I think Tom Brady, I don't know why people get mad about that. Like, Tom Brady, bro, if they drafted Garoppolo, like, this a business. It's the Patriot brand. Like, they going to try to keep going when you gone. You ain't going to be here forever. Like, we know that.
Facts.
Mm.
So,
And
it
now
is
they're in
what
the
it
Super
is.
Bowl.
They looked at Tom
Right.
Brady. They were
It
like,
worked.
"Bro, you've been here
Mike
16
just
years. How long do you think you gonna play
yeah.
for?"
ESPN just said Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He
say one more
deserved
thing
it.
before we move on to basketball.
Yep.
I'm gonna say one more thing before we move on to basketball. You don't want to be if you New England and you like the Packers. One thing you don't want to be Pittsburgh, who waited too late to draft. Because when Ben
Right.
Roethlisberger was
Right.
on them last couple years, we all seen it. We all seen him this game declining, and they refused to not draft the quarterback, and now they're in the situation they're in right now, and they can't find a
Yeah.
quarterback.
The writing
Yep.
was on the wall.
Yep.
The writing was
That
on the wall like 3 years before he retired.
Right.
For sure.
Facts.
them being
They should
loyal
have.
to Ben Roethlisberger is what made people have the audacity to challenge Mike Tomlin and his resume.
Right.
Because they could
Yeah.
have drafted a quarterback, like you said, 3 years before he retired, maybe 4 years before he
Yeah.
retired. They could have drafted a quarterback who would have been worth something instead of grasping for straws at the end and then just being like, well, Tomlin's good enough to get us into the playoffs off of defense and we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
You know who
And
would have
then
been the person?
he gets to the end of the career and they're like, yo, we feel some type of way about this. He keeps making the playoffs, but coming short. But it's like, yo, we set ourselves back. We set ourselves back by not getting a quarterback.
Yeah.
I say this all the time.
Go ahead, Mook.
Mm-hmm.
A perfect fit would have been Jalen Hurts. With Mike Tomlin,
In Pittsburgh,
yes. That would have been a perfect fit.
Shit,
I
a perfect
think they
fit. Perfect
kind
fit would have
of
been anybody.
nah, but on the cool, I think they kind of got somewhat of a taste with that with Jalen Hurts. But they thought that's what oh snap, Matthew Stafford got the MVP. But I think what it was they was trying to use that with Justin Fields. But Justin Fields is not the type of passer that Jalen Hurts is.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
So
Justin
that was
Fields
a
is.
failed experiment right there.
But if
Yeah.
that's what they wanted, they should have
Justin
went after
Fields.
that earlier and got him. Yeah.
Justin
No,
Fields
go
just a
ahead.
scrambler.
Yeah,
Like
Justin Fields,
man.
he became damaged in Chicago. So before Justin
Right.
Fields
Yeah,
That's
with
what
ever
the
I'm
O
got a
saying.
chance
line.
before Justin Fields ever got a chance to like really develop into a good quarterback in Chicago, it basically just became run. Like if stuff breaks down, don't look for that second option, just take off. And he was just
Yeah.
doing
But you know
that. And
what made me You know what made me so mad about Chicago, bro? Cause like I was a Justin Fields fan when he was at Ohio State. Cause dude was cold. I've been messing with Justin Fields since he was on QB1.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
like I've been watching dude since he was in high school at Georgia. Dude is
yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
it's like Chicago did him so dirty when they
Yeah.
traded him, bro. And how they got drafted Caleb Williams and they got
They
this
killed
man
his
a number
confidence.
one receiver and a solid
Yeah.
running back and I said, oh, management just tried to destroy him.
They killed his confidence.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Yeah,
They didn't even give him
they didn't put nearly enough resources into developing Justin
Bro,
Fields as they did.
I
Caleb
didn't even know he
Williams.
could run that fast. I didn't even know he could
Yeah,
run
he
at
didn't do
Ohio
that
State.
at Ohio State. Ohio
I didn't
State,
know
he
he
just
could
sit in the pocket and just throw darts.
I
He would
said,
run
That dude running a
occasionally at Ohio
4.3,
State.
boy.
Yeah, at Ohio State he would run occasionally. But
I
once he
didn't know
got to
he
the
could
league, he was like,
run
"Oh,
like
this is what
Yeah.
I got to do."
I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know he
got to the
could
league. He
run
said,
like
"I got
that.
to run."
But you know what?
All
Most
right, so
quarterbacks,
Man, that boy
Dooney
running
just
4.2, 4.3, boy.
Dude,
On the
Dooney
look,
move.
just told us
most
that
quarterbacks
Matthew
are
Stafford.
ruined. Then set up to succeed. Most quarterbacks are ruined. It almost happened
Yeah.
with my boy from Carolina, with Bryce
With Bryce
Young.
Bryce
Young.
Young.
Bryce, yeah.
And Bryce Young is good, too. He good, man.
But they started pretty early getting pieces around him though. Like they drafted the running back from Texas. They drafted Sanders. They drafted big boy from South Carolina, big country boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leggett. Like
yeah, Xavier Leggett.
they
I like
made it clear
Tutorial,
they was
whatever his name is, though.
yeah,
That
yeah they
receiver
was
from
trying
Arizona. That's his number one receiver
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
that boy
yeah
tough.
they was
Somebody
trying
number 4,
McMillan
McMillan. I like
Yeah,
McMillan.
McMillan
McMillan.
He gonna be a
yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
They
that
they
dude, he
they they
tough.
made it pretty clear that
Yeah.
they was trying to protect him. He just needed time. You know what I mean?
Leggett,
But
Leggett ain't
yeah,
it though.
if Justin Fields would have got half of that, we'd probably be having a different conversation about Justin Fields right now.
Facts.
Like
But Justin
he couldn't even
Fields was
have
having
that.
a decent season that last year in Chicago because they got him a real receiver, DJ Moore. That's when
Yeah.
he started putting up good
And
numbers.
remember, DJ Moore
Yeah.
didn't want him to go
Team,
either. DJ Moore was like, "No, keep Justin Fields here and give him help." Like DJ Moore saw how good, like the
yeah,
potential he had. He just never had the real opportunity. But yo, let's switch it up real quick. So Dooney
facts.
just said that Matthew Stafford just won the MVP. So you already know we're gonna keep
Yes,
4.
sir.
We're gonna keep 4, cut 6. We're gonna keep 4 and cut 6.
Oh, 4 and 6.
Yeah, we cut it 6. We're going MVPs. So let's knock it out.
Okay,
Matthew
bet.
Stafford, keeper cut.
Cut.
I didn't hear you. Your phone went out. Your phone went out a little
Hey,
bit.
he said Matthew Stafford, the first name.
Man, he a career loser, bro.
That's exactly why I said cut, because all them
Detroit, I
Detroit
can't get
years.
over
Cut.
Detroit. I
Yeah.
can't get over Detroit with Megatron.
Yeah.
I can't get over that.
He got the
Yeah.
numbers, but his record is terrible from them years.
It sounds crazy that we passing on somebody with so many passing yards, knowing all the other people out there. I'm gonna say cut too.
That's what you call empty calories right there.
Yeah.
5,000 passing yards with 13, 14 lost seasons. Cut.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
crazy.
Stafford. He's still going in Hall of Fame though, but cut.
Look,
Josh
Oh
Allen.
yeah,
Look.
them numbers. He
You
got
know
Hall
what
of
he
Fame
does?
numbers.
That's Justin Herbert. You want to see Matthew Stafford career? Go look at Justin Herbert. Throw for 1,000,000 yards.
Hey man.
Nothing to show for it.
Hey, listen, brother. Listen.
He do
You gonna
not
stop
like
dissing
Herbert.
you gonna stop dissing
He
Justin
don't
Herbert.
like
bro.
Jay
Hey,
Herbo,
look,
bro. He don't like
I feel
him.
the same way about
Yo.
Justin Herbert, so I feel the same way. Yo, all right, Josh Allen, keeper cut.
Justin
Yeah,
Herbert.
he
We're going to keep Josh
Justin
Allen.
Herbert got me.
cut. You gonna keep Josh Allen?
You got to, bro. I got to show respect, bro. The dude is a baller, bro.
I like Josh Allen.
He ain't show up in the playoffs.
But I don't think he done enough yet. And I feel like the names he gonna name gonna be some real accomplished dudes, bro. Cause we only on name number 2.
I don't even think this recent loss in the playoffs was all his fault. So I'm keeping him. I'm keeping Josh
The 3 picks.
But here's the deal though. Like if he didn't do it this year, now I'm skeptical that he'll ever get it done. It's like
nah, this was the best time he had, bro.
Bro, if you ain't get it this year,
But
He
y'all
was
keep
the best
him.
quarterback in the AFC.
Wait. But in conclusion, y'all are keeping him. Y'all keeping Josh Allen.
We'll keep
if I keep him, he gonna be my 4.
Keeping him. I'm cutting
He gonna be
him.
my 4 if I keep him. Because I
So
know
Dooney's cutting.
I don't want to
I'm
cut
cutting.
him. You know Josh gonna call somebody trash at the end, like Eli Manning or somebody.
Nah. Eli never won the MVP though.
Yeah.
We doing regular season MVPs.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he got one.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna cut him because I know you're gonna say Lamar somewhere.
I'm gonna keep him, bro.
I know he gonna say Lamar, so I'm gonna cut him.
What you doing, Joe?
I'm keeping Josh.
I'm gonna keep
so Josh is on.
Y'all gonna be mad at me later on because I'm not keeping Lamar because it's still Mahomes out there. I don't know if we're doing current. Like
he's saying everything. That's why I'm keeping it open. He's saying a lot of names.
You don't know Josh.
And this ain't just quarterbacks. It could be a running back or
Brady, Manning.
Exactly. That's why I'm keeping it open.
Y'all don't know Josh.
So next one.
Go Josh. Josh gonna be my 4.
All right, Cam Newton.
Cut.
Yeah.
He only had one good season. Cut.
One.
Yeah.
Well,
I would have took Josh Allen MVP over Cam Newton MVP personally.
No, I can't say that.
Yeah,
I can't say that, Dooney, because he
Shit.
did.
I can.
He was the first ever.
Shit.
He was the first ever rookie to throw for 4,000 yards.
That's cool.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but did he?
That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
awesome. Salute. Listen,
Yeah.
Hey,
my thing is
that
once
record is
you
going to get broken
once you
soon.
once you once you win an MVP, that has to be the standard for how you play for the rest of your career.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like.
and it hasn't, bro.
And
Like,
he
I could
Denver, he didn't look like an MVP. He didn't look like an MVP against Denver in the Super Bowl.
at
He didn't
all.
look like an MVP.
That boy looked shocked against them Broncos.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
And
I
if we ever make it to Barstool or whatever, I'll take the heat because I know he gonna want to fight me. I'm cutting Cam Newton.
I'm cutting too, bro.
I was
I'll
just
take
gonna
Josh
say.
Allen over Cam Newton.
I'm cutting
Look,
Cam Newton.
I was
Cut.
just
Sorry.
gonna say. I'm sorry, Cam, but if you want to have me on Freaky Friday, I'll still come.
Bro,
One
listen,
love.
we just gonna have to box, bro. I don't care.
That joke
Yeah,
cool,
for
bro.
real.
He can
It
have
ain't,
it. Look. I'm like these YNs. I'm shooting him. I ain't fighting him.
yeah. If this was a Heisman Trophy winning list, he might be at the top
Yeah, I
of
would
that.
have took him the
Oh
Auburn
yeah.
Cam. I
Oh
would have
Yeah.
took the Heisman.
100%.
Nah,
100%.
Panthers.
Without
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
taking
question.
Heisman Cam.
respectfully.
Yeah.
All right. So next
Yeah.
up,
But nah, I got cut him.
Lamar Jackson.
Keep it. We keep it.
Keep.
Mm.
I'm
You
keeping Lamar.
overruled.
I'm gonna keep Lamar, man.
You
Lamar
overruled, yo.
stays.
And I ain't the biggest Lamar fan, but I'm taking Lamar over them first three names you named, bro. I'm gonna take Lamar.
Same rules apply for me. I agree. I'm taking him over Cam for sure. But
Yeah,
same rules apply for me. You got to be the MVP all the time.
All right. So
I mean
just
he got two of
I
them.
just want to let y'all
Time out.
know where y'all are right. Hold on. I want to let
I
y'all know
give
where
him
you are
that.
right now.
He
You've
got
kept
two of
two.
them.
Hold on. You've kept two. You've cut two. We got 6 more people. Y'all got 6 more. You've cut two, all right?
Yeah.
You kept two and cut two.
I kept one and cut three.
No.
They
I
kept
kept
two
one.
and
I've
two.
only kept Josh Allen at
This
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 point.
is a
I
Hold
group
only
on.
kept
project.
Lamar.
Majority rules.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Group project.
I just
Majority
gotta
rules.
do one dispute. I just
Man,
gotta do one timeout. I gotta want Joe. You
What's
said my
up?
boy gotta keep that. You said Lamar gotta be the MVP all the time. Since he came in the league, he been like that. When have he not been
Yeah,
like
since
that?
his second year.
In the playoffs?
That's I know, but look, he said regular season MVP. So we going off of
Okay,
just
well, if we
regular
going,
seasons alone.
okay, my
Lamar.
bad. I'm wrong. If we going just regular season, we can keep Lamar.
Right.
That was my argument with them last week
I ain't got no argument
about the
against him.
Lamar
I
and
have
Aaron
no
Rodgers
argument
stuff.
against him in the regular season.
Okay.
Yeah, he gonna put up numbers for
Aaron
sure in the
Rodgers.
regular season.
Aaron Rodgers is up next. We keeping it
Keep
cut.
my boy. Keep my boy. He got 4
Aaron
of them in the
Rodgers.
regular season. Like y'all for
Aaron.
real.
No,
Keep Aaron Rodgers, man. We going off a
empty
regular
calories.
season. We're not
Empty
talking about
calories.
no postseason. This is
Empty calories.
empty calories got you 4 MVPs, bro.
Look, you know Aaron
Joe,
Rodgers' career?
Joe,
That's the example of running in place.
We talking about regular season. We ain't talking about no postseason.
Joe,
We ain't
what
talking
you
about
say,
no
bro?
Super Bowl appearances,
Joe,
no
you're the
NFC.
tiebreaker. What you say, bro?
See, bro, that's why I didn't want to keep Lamar, bro, because I feel like Aaron Rodgers, even in the regular season, more accomplished than Lamar.
Well,
He
here's what I'll
is
say
in a
about
regular
Lamar.
season. That's what I
Hold on,
was
real quick.
telling them last week.
No, real quick.
I
Here's
told
what
them
I'll say
that
about
last
Lamar.
week. I said
Because they
prime
showed,
Aaron Rodgers is better than
hold on,
prime
Dooney.
Lamar Jackson.
Hold on, Dooney. Hold on. In the regular season, they showed the hardest MVPs based on their strength of schedule. Lamar had the 2 highest ones. Lamar had the 2 highest strength of schedules that he had
That's
to go up
because the
against.
level of talent right now is better than it was back then, bro.
That's not
The
what that
level of
means.
talent at every
That's
position
not
is
what that
better
means for
nowadays.
strength of schedule. That means how good were the other teams that you had to play against on that road to getting that MVP. That's what that means. Josh Allen.
Because the level of talent everywhere is better.
That's not true. Because
Everybody in the league right now is better than everybody that was in the league back then, bro, because of training.
Josh Allen last year had one of the lowest strengths of schedule. So it's not about talent on the field. I mean, talent of the overall NFL. It's your comp, who you win against. Josh Allen had one of the lowest strength of schedules off of his MVP win. So
since we all been alive, since we all here been alive, the NFC North is historically worse than the AFC North, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Lamar having to play better teams, I think does count for something.
Yes, I was just
looking at it like that.
Look, I was just finna say.
I mean,
Joe,
they made that statement last week. But I'm saying, me personally, if I'm going at the eye test, Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Hence, he's a better MVP.
Let me ask you this though, Dooney. and I can't believe I'm about to defend Lamar Jackson right now. If we talking about Aaron Rod, if we talk about Aaron Rodgers' schedule, right? So we talk about 6 games versus his division, right? Who was his arch rival in that division?
It
Nobody.
have to be Chicago. Well, he was cooking
Believe.
Chicago. Never mind. He cooked
Believe.
Chicago every time
Man,
he
I was
played
gonna say
them.
he
cooked
went
all
years
of
without
them.
losing to
Yeah,
Chicago.
he owned
He cooked
Chicago. Yeah, never
Stafford and
mind.
whoever Chicago and whoever Detroit, whoever
Joe,
Minnesota
Minnesota.
had.
Joe, I told Duda this last week. I don't know why he's still on that mountain. I knocked him off last year when we were talking about this. He had
Yeah,
an automatic 6 wins every year going into the season. He knew he was 6 wins
he
up going into every
he
season.
kind of did.
You get
He
to
knew
start
He
that.
kind of
every
Okay,
did.
season.
but
Six.
look, the
Now
thing
who
about
else
it
do we
is
play?
no, but look, the thing about it is, y'all saying he had 6 guaranteed wins every year in the division, right? He wasn't only having 6-win seasons. So outside of the division, what did he do to everybody else in the league? Have 4 MVPs. It ain't just
No,
them 3 teams
no,
he
don't it?
playing year
Don't it?
long.
See,
He
see,
cooking
see,
everybody for them
see,
4 years, bro.
But
see,
but
don't
six
it?
six
Don't
games
it?
is almost a third of his schedule though.
Don't it?
It's
Let me
more
let me
than
let me
that.
cook him. Let me
Man,
cook him. Let me cook him. This
we
why he
not gonna
had.
talk about
He
my
Yeah.
only
boy
This why he
played.
had.
A-Rod,
Okay,
He
man.
only
so
played
A-Rod
14
is better
games.
than
You
Lamar.
win 6
don't
of them,
don't it?
or you
Let me
played
tell you why.
16
Let me
games. You
tell
win
you why,
6 of
don't it?
them.
Let me
You
tell
Yeah.
you
only
why.
got 10
Let me
left.
cook him, JB. Let me cook
Who
him.
throws the hat?
Lamar gotta beat Burrow. Lamar gotta beat Burrow twice. He gotta beat Ben twice. And that's just in his division. Then he gotta go play against Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes. He had Baker in there for a minute. Like he did have harder matchups like
Yo,
quarterback wise. Like he
Tom
did.
Brady, Peyton Manning,
Drew
Phillip Rivers,
Brees.
Ben
Drew
You're naming
Roethlisberger,
Brees.
AFC
Drew
Yeah.
quarterbacks, though.
Brees.
Yeah.
You're naming AFC quarterbacks
Yeah,
minus
they are.
Drew.
Okay, but Aaron
Like
Rodgers didn't
you
play
naming
against the
guys that he may
NFC
have gone
all
the whole year
season
without
either,
seeing. You name guys he may go the whole year without
Yeah.
bro.
seeing.
Once
But
he
Joe,
get
you're
once
the
he get Drew
tiebreaker.
Brees out
Yo,
the
out
way,
of
that's
there.
it.
No, but look, that's what I'm saying though. He won the MVP over all them niggas 4 times.
Because they
He
were
won the
playing.
MVP over Pat Mahomes, bro. Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay, that was what, like 2022, whenever that was. He won the MVP. When Pat Mahomes playing, when Jalen Hurts playing, when Joe Burrow and Josh Allen playing, like 2-3 years ago. And old man Aaron Rodgers won this shit at like 38, 39 years old. Come on, bro. We
look,
not.
look,
Aaron Rodgers is
don't
a
it?
top 5
Don't it?
all-time quarterback. We
Don't it?
not gonna do that, bro.
Don't
And
it?
y'all.
Don't it?
Lamar Jackson is not a top 5 all-time
Don't it?
quarterback. We not even gonna
Don't it?
go there.
You know what that's
We
just
not
like?
gonna do that, bro.
Don't it? That's just like Austin Gentry, right? He ran for 1,000,000 yards playing in the weak conference he was in. I bet he wouldn't do that in the SEC now, would he? Just like he ain't doing it in the NFL. Well, the
He
competition
probably
you
would.
play, the
No, he
competition
probably
you
would
play matters.
because it's better talent around him. So he'll be able to get easier numbers,
Better blockers.
better
All right, wait,
receivers,
But
better
wait, hold on,
listen,
hold on.
quarterbacks.
Joe,
So he got better
Joe,
talent. So it'd be
Joe,
easier for him.
Joe, Aaron Rodgers, yes or no? You're the tiebreaker.
Y'all crazy. This man got 4 MVP. Bro, we going off a regular
I,
season, bro.
if we talking
Aaron Rod,
regular if we talking
this
regular
is a top
season,
5 quarterback all time, bro.
if we talking just regular season, I gotta say no. I think Lamar's
That's
performances regular season are worth a little bit more than Aaron Rodgers considering the
Ooh,
level of competition he played
hot.
against.
It's getting hot. Okay.
I mean,
Majority
to
of
me, I think it's harder to play against goddamn Peyton Manning and freaking Tom Brady over
If you if you
Pat
give me two
Mahomes and Joe.
if you give me 2 other Hall of Famers that Aaron Rodgers has to face every year of his career in Green Bay, I'll change my opinion. But he never did that.
But we
Lamar
can't
had to
say
face.
that because the NFL changed the schedule up every year, so you
But I'm
don't know
talking
who
about
they
in the
playing in
division
AFC.
though. I'm talking
Huh?
about just in his division. Like I'll
Well,
give
if
you
that's the
Matthew
case,
Stafford.
all Lamar playing against is Joe Burrow. Cause Pittsburgh ain't had the last time Ben Roethlisberger was good, like good. Lamar wasn't even in the league yet.
Yeah, he was.
And Lamar came in
Yeah.
the league like 2018.
And
Ben Roethlisberger
he
was not
playing
that good
He
until
beating Aaron Rodgers right now.
Aaron Rodgers in the still. Look how old Aaron Rodgers is. He's way past his prime. Aaron Rodgers is 43 years old, bro.
All right, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. We
Yeah.
gotta move
Yeah,
on. All right, so
that's
okay,
crazy.
so
Y'all got it.
next up, Tom Brady.
Y'all really so A-Rod hate. Tom
Tom
Brady
Brady got to
key.
be in. You got to bring Tom Brady. You got to say
Okay.
yes to Tom Brady.
Okay. So
That's a
what's the
sweep.
difference between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers? Cause look at Tom
Championship,
Brady in the AFC East.
championship,
He
Six
got a
Super
winning
Bowls.
No,
record against
we're not talking
everybody.
about postseason. We're talking about regular season. We're talking about
He
regular
got a
season
winning
only.
record against everybody.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Literally.
A-Rod done had like the number one seed in the AFC like damn near 3-4 times in his career, bro.
You want to know the real difference?
Hey,
A-Rod can't beat Tom Brady.
You
Tom
want
Brady
to
is
know?
kryptonite. He
Do
can't
they
beat
ask the
Tom
but it's
question?
Brady.
not a one-on-one. It's not a
Hey
one-on-one
guys,
though.
No, I'm just
This is against the field.
hey guys, do they
That's
ask the
true.
question? Do they ask
That's
the question? I'm gonna answer them. He said, "What's the difference between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers?" Tom Brady took advantage of his sorry division. Aaron Rodgers did. That's the
A-Rod
difference.
did too. Then y'all
No,
say
he
that's
didn't.
guaranteed 6 wins. Y'all said that's guaranteed 6 wins. So y'all think y'all think the NFC North was weaker than the AFC East with the Bills and the Dolphins and the Jets?
What we saying, what we
Come
saying,
on, man.
what we saying, what we saying is that Tom Brady will get the number one seed and win one game and get to the NFC Championship game to get to the Super Bowl. We saying that Aaron Rodgers wouldn't do that. He didn't have that
Yeah.
killer gene. He
Yeah,
sucked.
more often than not, we saw Tom Brady dominate the regular season, and then when the competition raises in the postseason, he still dominated them. More often than not, we saw that. With Aaron Rodgers, just the opposite. Like we saw him dominate the regular season, and then there was those times when he got into the playoffs where he couldn't beat Eli, he couldn't beat Tom Brady, he couldn't
Colin
beat Drew
Kaepernick.
Yeah,
Brees, he
he
couldn't
was a
beat
choke artist.
like
He was just like James Harden. He's literally James Harden.
yeah, like he couldn't finish the deal against Drew Brees, he couldn't finish the
Your
deal against
favorite player
Eli.
now, James Harden, Mr. Cleveland Cavalier.
Hey,
So
bro,
Guy,
I
calm
think
down.
you
We'll
putting all
get to
your eggs
next
in.
call in a little bit.
He gonna dominate the regular season, and in the postseason,
yeah.
he gonna choke. They the exact
So
same person.
more often than not, we saw Tom Brady run the gauntlet all the way through, whereas we saw Aaron Rodgers run the gauntlet and then hit a wall. Like that's what it is for me.
How
Tom
much?
Brady versus Aaron Rodgers.
How much credit did you give Bill Belichick for that then? Because I know who
I
Aaron
give.
Rodgers had as his coach. I think if Aaron
I,
Rodgers had Bill Belichick as his coach
I
too,
think
he would have
coaching.
did the same thing.
I think coaching and game planning is super important. I've said that before, but ultimately, I think you got to make the plays right. And Tom Brady, I think, got a special coaching skill set. Like the things you ask Tom Brady to do, everybody can't do. You know what I mean? Like there's some things that Tom Brady, and then Tom Brady's ability to elevate the people around him, I think, is better than probably every other quarterback that we've ever seen. And even when
Yeah,
we played against Peyton,
him and Drew Brees or Peyton Manning,
when
yo.
when he played prime Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning had a loaded offense. Like
He
Peyton Manning
did.
had three. He beat Peyton Manning more often than not. You know what I'm saying? With a loaded offense. So
This is the
like
Mook
I
check
don't
moment.
know. I don't even like Tom Brady, but you can't deny what he is. You
Can
know
I
what I
have a
mean?
Mook check
For
moment?
sure.
Like it is.
Go
Can I
ahead,
have
Mook.
one
Get your
Mook
Mook
check
check
moment?
moment.
Mook check
Yeah.
moment. That would have been true. You would have had a good argument. You would have had a good argument when you said something about the coaching, but except for the fact that we seen Tom Brady go to a new team, new coach, new offensive coordinator, and beat Aaron Rodgers in his home stadium. We
In
seen that.
Green Bay, and he
We
played a
seen
horrible
that.
game.
And, yeah,
He
he
played
threw
a
We seen
three
horrible
that,
picks
don't
in
game
the
and
first
still
half of
won.
that game.
we?
Three
We
picks in
seen
the
that.
first half. That was crazy. All right, yeah. Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
So
We gotta
we
move
gonna
on.
act like Tampa Bay wasn't gonna win the Super Bowl that year? Like they
Not
Green Bay
without
should
came
have
Tom
in
beat him.
Brady.
hot into the
Green Bay
play.
should
They
have beat him
came
that
in
year.
hot into the postseason. They was like on a 5-6 game winning streak going into the postseason.
Green
I
Bay,
don't think
Green
you
Bay was
getting
up by
anybody
like
in Tampa Bay to
17
say they
points
would
at
have
one
won
point
the
in that
Super
game.
Bowl without Tom Brady.
No,
Dooney.
No,
I'm
no,
saying just
but
finishing
that
off the
Green Bay
regular
game, Green Bay
season.
was
They
up
had
like 17
momentum
points.
going into the playoffs. And then you
Green Bay,
had Tom Brady to get them over the edge.
Dooney. Aaron
Green Bay should have
Rodgers
won
could
that
have
game against
moonwalked.
Tampa.
Oh, yo.
They lost that game.
Aaron Rodgers could have did the moonwalk
Go
into the
back and
end
watch it.
zone. He ain't got the clutch gene. All he got to do was walk it in the end
But
zone.
what I'm trying to figure out is why y'all keep talking about Aaron Rodgers' playoff shortcomings, and we're going off of
We're talking
regular
about MVP
seasons.
regular
We
season.
only talking
But we
about
can't
17. We
unsee.
only talking about 16 games,
We can't unsee what we
bro.
seen. We know what happened.
All
We
right,
know
hey,
how
hey,
it
all right,
ended.
Mook. All right, we gotta
Okay.
move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
All
Y'all
I'm
got
gonna
your.
say is
All right,
Aaron Rodgers
y'all
is a
got
top
one more
5 all
spot.
time quarterback. That's a fact.
All right, y'all got one more spot. All right, so
Okay.
next person on the list. Matt Ryan. Okay, easy cut. Cool.
Cut.
All right,
I'm going
next
cut on
person
him.
on the list, Patrick Mahomes.
He
Who he say his
That's it. I'm
phone?
he
done.
Josh going out. Who he say? You got to keep Pat Mahomes, right? Got to.
of course.
I'm keeping him.
We keeping him. All right, that's your 4. So the other 2 people you cut Peyton Manning and you cut Adrian Peterson. So that's not bad.
Peyton Manning.
You kept Lamar Jackson. You
Josh
kept Patrick
Allen over
Mahomes.
Peyton
You
Manning.
kept Josh Allen, and you kept Tom Brady.
Oh my God.
The Josh
You
Allen
know
one
who
is
the
the one that
4
shocked
names
me. I'm
that
not
should
gonna
have
lie.
been for real? For real?
Who?
Yes. The name should have been Brady, Peyton, Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers, if y'all want to be honest. Them 4 are the 4 that you keep over everybody else.
But I think you saying Peyton Manning based on this playoff though. I think if you go regular season, Josh Allen I think have had just as impressive, if not more impressive, regular seasons, MVP seasons than Peyton Manning because you got to add in them rushing yards and his touchdown numbers.
The only
Like,
reason I give Josh Allen a slight edge because the type of talent he had around him. He never really had, outside of Stephon Diggs, before Stephon Diggs came, he never really
yeah,
had no legit receiver. And then James Cook just came into his own. So it's like he really was doing more with less in Josh
as
Allen's
good as
favor.
James Cook is, I'm not taking him over Edgerrin James, and he ain't had a Reggie
Of
Wayne
course not.
or
Nah.
Marvin Harrison
No.
over there.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, Peyton was
Yeah.
always Peyton was lit over there.
That's not to take nothing away from Peyton, but if we talking regular season, like his regular season, I think is a little bit better than Peyton Manning's MVP season. I don't remember the exact numbers, but
I think it was like 50
yeah.
Peyton
something
Manning got what, 2
touchdowns.
MVPs?
Yeah. He
Cook
got
ain't
one in
even
Denver
Joseph
and
of
one.
that. Cook ain't even Joseph of that.
Shout out to Joseph Adah, Sharpstown,
That's what that was tough. All right, yo.
Houston. He from
So
here.
look. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to basketball. We're gonna have a little more football for y'all this year for sure, but we're gonna go ahead and switch over. It was an exciting day with free agency. It's on a week actually. We saw a couple guys move. We saw Anthony Davis move to the Wizards. We saw Trae Young move to the Wizards. We saw Jonathan Kuminga move to the Hawks. We saw Schroeder move to the Cavs. We saw James Harden move to the Cavs. Any other big names that I missed that moved this week?
Is it just me?
Jackson went to Utah, right?
Jackson
Yeah,
went to
Jaren
Utah.
Jackson Jr. went to Utah. That's a
Yeah,
good
Triple
move
J
for the
went to
future.
Utah.
That was a big move.
All right, so
Hey,
based
That was
on
a
these
JB,
big
free
move.
agency moves,
JB, I think my
say
connection
again?
to you is kind of going in and out because I can't really hear you. I don't know if it's just me though. Maybe I
Okay,
need to go out and come back in.
yeah, drop off, come back in.
Let me go out and come back in.
All right, so Mook will come back in. He'll just join us once he gets back in. So, what do y'all think about the moves that were made? Does it sway anything that you were thinking of about these teams in the league? I know how Dooney feels.
Everything looked like a futures move to me. Yeah,
So
everything looked like a futures move to me. I know we gonna land on Cleveland getting James Harden because they are in contention to win the East. I don't know if that's enough. I'm 37-year-old James Harden ain't really moving the needle for me. Like even as a Rockets fan, even when they was floating the idea of him coming back to Houston, I was like, bro, we already getting carried by a 37-year-old. Like, I just don't see how he helps any team. And it's not even that James Harden ain't worth a look at for a playoff contender. I don't know how you trade Darius Garland for him, bro. Like that was wild to me. That's damage right there. I feel like you trading away a very young playmaking, is like streaky shooting point guard, like you giving him away essentially for a 37-year-old journeyman at this point. Like this boy Harden like 15. Like probably yeah. All I'm gonna say is it better work. If it don't work, this is gonna look like one of the work because I think the Clippers won that trade, but everything else looks like a futures move. I think Atlanta's setting up for the future. I think the Wizards are building a solid core. Utah, I think, is everybody lining themselves up to play with these top 8 picks that's about to come out right now. I feel like
because they nice.
Giannis didn't go nowhere. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go
nice,
ahead,
nice that Jamal Mashburn said that if Cooper Flag came out in this draft, he would be the 6th best player in this draft. And that's crazy.
cap though. That's
Yeah,
cap.
no,
Cooper
he
was
reached
still
on that.
that's cap.
Cooper may not be the best player in this
y'all
draft.
think he reached?
I do. He wouldn't be 6. He'll be 1 through. He'll be somewhere with 1
I
through
think he'd
3.
be 4.
He's somewhere in the top.
Y'all really think all these dudes? I'm gonna go last. Go ahead, Mook. I'm gonna go last, baby.
I think he's 4. But we'll
Go
get
ahead,
there.
Mook.
But I think he's 4.
We talk about
March
James
Madness is
Harden.
gonna be fun. I'll say that.
We talk about James Harden, right?
Just
We talk about all
all
of
the
it.
trade deadlines in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was with Cleveland with the James Harden, but they did something so stupid. They got rid of my boy Lonzo Ball.
Please, he has nothing to
Cleveland ain't
explain.
gonna do nothing now. That was a horrible loss. They got rid of a defensive player, IQ player.
Please, no.
I don't like it. Throw the whole team away. Throw the whole team away. James Harden is too old.
I thought the AJ Brown take was a reach, bro. You reached hard right now with Lonzo, bro.
You
Lonzo, my
lost some
God.
Lonzo.
Lonzo is my guy, bro. Lonzo is one of my favorite players in the NBA, and they screwed that up. So that was a horrible trade, and they're gonna
That was the
regret it.
minimal.
They're gonna regret it. They're gonna regret it.
I don't think they
Throw the whole
regret
team
letting
away.
Lonzo
Just
go.
when you think Cleveland really want to win a championship, they gonna make a move like that. And then
And Lonzo was the key.
yes, because you know why? You know why? Because James Harden do not defend. And sometimes James Harden need to get off the ball because he be out of shape. And so Lonzo come in and you know he's very what the word I'm using for contagious with his pen. Every team he play with, when he gets in the game, he's very contagious. He start moving the ball, everybody want to make the ball move. That's just my perspective on it. You know, I feel like that's gonna hurt them. They already gonna do a trade. For one, James Harden I don't mind the trade, but if you do person for person, you telling me James Harden and Garden or Matt or 1-for-1 at this stage in James Harden's career? I don't know. Me myself, I wouldn't do it.
I think DeAndre Hunter is a bigger loss than Lonzo defensively.
100%. DeAndre Hunter got clocked.
I just feel like
Cleveland,
they gave away too much.
Let me say this. Let me say this before Dooney goes, because Dooney said he wanted to go last. All right. Excuse me. So, first of all, it seems to me that everybody's missing the fact that Donovan Mitchell is still on the team and is the best player on said team, and that he is still going to be the focal point of the team. It also seems to me that like something else that's missing is Jarrett Allen is a great rim protector. Like he's a for real 7 foot. It also seems to me what's being missed is that Evan Mobley.
You breaking up a little bit, Josh.
Yeah, your speaker going in and out.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Dooney, go ahead and make your points. I'll come back in. Give me a second. Go ahead.
You know why his speaker going out? Because he's talking that foolishness. And the internet don't want to hear it. He talking foolishness. He trying to say them Cavaliers, they lost too much, man. They just lost too much. To me, like I said,
they gave up a lot. They gave up a lot for Harden, bro.
But that's if y'all knew how bad I was cooking JB yesterday in the DMs.
Yeah.
Boy, I told him, just wait. I said, wait. We had damn live. We was live right now. I had a chat. Oh, my God. I'm going to wait till he join before I go.
I'm
waiting for him to come back.
Wait till he come back because, bro, it was just a bad trade. It's like, Jay Hart, you don't know, he might wake up tomorrow and decide he don't want to play for Cleveland either.
Okay, you hear me?
Okay, now I wait for you to come back. I was getting him started.
All right. Let me say my piece, and then you got it, Dooney. All right. Go ahead. I'm gonna repeat what I said. Mobley, defensive player of the year. Jarrett Allen, rim protector. We still have shooters on our team. Tyson is a young hooper who looks really good. I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with him and the way he's been playing, but my boy's been hooping. Donovan Mitchell is still the guy on the team, still the leader of the team. Harden, we're asking him to be the third option on the team. Not the first option, not the second option. The Rockets are asking KD to be the first option. We're not asking that. We're not asking him to be the second option because there's and then also it's been proven that centers and power forwards, they work better with James Harden because James Harden is a good facilitator, good passer. He's a better passer than Lonzo is. That's just a fact. He has the assist to show for it. He's a better scorer than Lonzo is. That's a fact. He has everything to show for that as well. We still have Dean Wade on the squad. We have Merrill on the squad. Like we have Thomas Bryant on the squad. Like we have defensive players. We have shooters. Donovan Mitchell at the end of the game. The rock is in his hand. The problem with Darius Garland is two things. 3, he was undersized because he's only like 6'2". Mm-hmm. So if you got Mitchell at the 1 and Garland at the 2, he's already undersized there. That's 1. Darius Garland is not a passer. He's a scoring point guard. He is not a passer. He can pass. He can give you like 4 or 5 assists a game. That's not what we need. So and Darius Garland, he didn't want to play with Donovan Mitchell. When Donovan Mitchell came a couple years ago, when he came, Darius Garland was like, yo, trade me at that time. So it's always been like that thing there because Darius Garland already knew like our games don't necessarily mesh together. And then on top of that, he has this toe injury, which kept him out of the Pacers game last year, out of that series. No, it took him out of series before that. It took him out of the Miami series. we just, were able to dog walk Miami, so it wasn't a
Okay.
thing. But then when we got to the Pacers and it was time for him to hoop, he had that toe injury. He tried to come back one game. He looked bad in that game because he was playing gingerly on that toe. And then he just wasn't able to go any more that series. He gets surgery then. We're here this year, and he's only played a handful of games this year because what's bothering him again? The toe. So why would we not get someone who's a better passer, a better scorer, because we're trying to win right now? Are we saying that James Harden is the answer for 2029? Nah, but we have aspirations for this year. So where we are for this year, that's what we're going to focus on. That's what I'm saying as a Cavs fan. Go ahead, Dooney.
Okay.
Tell me why I'm crazy for that.
Before Dooney go, because I feel like Dooney gonna really cook you. Before Dooney go, I'm gonna say this one more thing. I'm gonna say this one more thing, bro. I'm gonna say this one more
Go
thing,
for it.
JB. One more thing here is with this. I feel like when they made this trade and they gave away those pieces like Lonzo, Hunter, and Garlic, I
And
feel like
those
they
were
took
all
a step
different
back.
trades.
I know, but I'm saying I feel like they stepped back and Detroit got better. Detroit moved in the spot ahead of them. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Detroit took a step ahead of them. And then I feel like for sure New York stayed ahead of them. And Boston might even be ahead of them now. So
I think all three of them teams is ahead of them in the playoff seeding right now, but it's close though. And I
Yeah,
don't think Detroit gonna hold that number one seed either. But
I
that's
was gonna
neither
say
here nor
Detroit's
there.
like 3 games ahead of us. The rest of us are like a game or half a game within each other. We're all right
Yeah.
there together. And then on top of that, that Hunter trade, Hunter wasn't playing well this year. Like that, like if go back and actually watch the game or look at the numbers, Hunter wasn't playing well. Hunter went from the starting lineup to having some games where he wasn't playing because he wasn't the same player that he
was
was
he
last
healthy?
year. It's what
Was he healthy?
it's what yeah, yes. Yes, he just wasn't playing well. So if you're not playing well and you're not hitting your shots, like he had games where he was like going 0 for 11 and stuff like, or like 2 for 11. We can't have you going 2 for 11 and not locking up the best player. You don't get to do both things. So us trading him away, and we traded him away for Schroeder, who's also a guy who can handle the rock, pass the ball, and score. No, we didn't take a step back. We're good. But go ahead, Dooney. Tell me why. Tell me why we took a step back.
So y'all want to talk hoop now? Okay,
Let
let's
go.
talk hoop. Let's talk hoop. Okay, for one, James, we want to be completely honest, bro. James Harden' career was done since he left Houston. His best chance of winning was here in Houston. So I'm gonna say this. One, if he couldn't win a ring with Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, or Kawhi Leonard, what make you think he gonna win a ring with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley? They ain't better than none of them names I just named at first. Also, let's get to this. There's a reason James Harden has played on all these teams, man. If he's at the team, if the management ownership is not talking about extending him, he's gone. Think about it. Every team he been to, he haven't been there longer than 2 seasons. Regardless of the talented players he playing with Joel and KD and Kawhi. If you and think about it, right before he requested this trade from Clippers, one Clippers like damn near like 15-5 in their last 20 games. They was going crazy. Harden and Kawhi could have been all-star caliber players, but none of that mattered. None of that wouldn't matter when it comes time to getting paid. What you call it, the manager or whatever, Steve Ballmer and them, they weren't talking about extending his contract. Up, get me out of here. I don't care about this. I'm gone. Go to the East anyway. Now, the only thing I would say, Lonzo, I like Lonzo mindset because he's the perfect point guard as far as facilitating team first, pass first. But I do feel like they replaced that hole with Dennis Schroeder only because Dennis Schroeder would be that scoring punch off the bench. I feel like he's the type of point guard. He's the type of point guard. But I feel like once you got Dennis Schroeder, there was no need to trade for James Harden. Personally, Harden is not a winner. he not a winner at all, which is when I was cooking you yesterday. He hasn't won with none of them Hall of Fame caliber players. I don't see him winning out. Again, like y'all, like Mook and Joseph just named earlier. Detroit, they're a better team than Cleveland. Honestly, you want to be honest, Kevin Herter was a hell of a pickup for them. That's another shooter they needed outside of Duncan Robinson. Granted, they gave away Jaden Ivey. He kind of ain't been the same since he came back from his injury. I feel like they do need a second consistent scorer opposite of Cade Cunningham. I wish they would have pulled the trigger on, if not Michael Porter Jr., they should have tried to get Trey Murphy out of New Orleans because he would have been nice with Cade. The Knicks. The Knicks is the Knicks. We just gonna be honest. The Knicks is a. I like them over Cleveland, even though they're Carl Anthony Towns not really seeing eye to eye with Mike Brown or whatnot. New York, they kind of. I feel like Brunson, as you seen what Brunson did against Denver yesterday, dropped 40. I feel like he gonna show up when he need to show up, especially when he dueling against Donovan Mitchell. In Boston, you see what Boston just did to the Rockets yesterday, who a playoff contender, and they ain't even have their best player, Jaylen Brown, nor Jason Tatum. We not even gonna talk about one of the best moves of the trade deadline, low key, as far as fit, was them getting Nikola Vucevic out of Boston. I mean, out of Chicago. That was a real good pickup for Boston. So, like them two just
That
said,
was a
I
good
do
pick.
a very good pick. Somebody they can really go give the ball down low and get a bucket. Not what they have from Porzingis, who was a perimeter player. So, like, I feel like them three teams I do like over Cleveland. Now, granted, I think Cleveland, like number 5, number 6 in the standings right now, they are going to get wins. James Harden definitely going to get them wins. But personally, I just don't like the James Harden and the Donovan Mitchell. I don't see them meshing together. They both ball dominant. At
Yeah,
the end of the day, it's Donovan Mitchell team. So I don't like Jordan. I'm not Jordan. I don't like Harden mixing with that. But
yeah,
he is gonna elevate the game of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen for sure because he's a pick and roll player. But you doing that, you pretty much making Donovan Mitchell a spot up shooter.
yeah. We say that a lot when we see two superstars come together. Like how they gonna play together? They ain't gonna mesh together. It's only one ball, bro.
Look at him in Brooklyn.
Eventually, every team that James Harden plays with, it turns into him isoing somebody in a pick and roll, and then everybody else just turning into spot up shooters. Like eventually, that's what every team he plays on turns into. That's what the Clippers turned into. That's what Brooklyn was. That's what the Rockets was. They just did it better than everybody. Even the little time he was in Philly, and then you see him leave, and all them teams look 100% different. I ain't saying better, but they look 100% different than what they look when he played. I don't think him doing that in Cleveland is good for Donovan Mitchell. Like I
And
don't. I don't
also,
think him making. Yeah, I
Okay.
think Donovan Mitchell
All
got to
right.
have the ball in his hand.
Okay. So,
and also my
but,
last point, JB.
mm-hmm.
If Harden was basically like I told y'all, James Harden comparison is Aaron Rodgers. He go crazy in the regular season, but he's known for being a choke artist in the playoffs. I can agree with that. A-Rod, do we bullshitting? I agree with that. But but James Harden is the exact same player. So if he couldn't really go on no crazy postseason run, I'm talking about after the Rockets, no crazy postseason run or really perform in the playoffs back then when he was younger, playing with Kevin Durant and all them, Joel Embiid and all them dudes like that. Like I said, what make you think he gonna do it now at 37 years old?
Okay, cool. All right, I'll let y'all. Say your words. They were cool, cute,
These are
everything like that.
facts,
They were
man.
very,
These are
they were
facts,
very
man. He trying to
passionate.
take it lightly. He trying to take it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. First of all, Cleveland's number 4 right now in the East. We're not 5 or 6. We're 4, and we're gonna climb to at least 2 by the end of the year.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think.
It's cool. Get your popcorn. So that's one. And then after that, the reason why the word context is so important is because without it, you could just say whatever you want, and it makes it really feel like it's truth. But when you add context to the situation, that
Oh
changes
my
what you say and
god.
says, okay, so this is the reason behind it. So if we just add a little context to everything, you said when he had KD and Russ on the same squad, we all know that was a very young team that they played together.
No, I'm talking. I'm talking about all the
I
players he
got you.
played
No.
with, like
I'm gonna
with
go. I'm gonna go through all of them. I
Houston,
got
with
you.
Russ
No,
and
I
Chris
got you,
Paul.
bro.
Go.
Hey, you don't even gotta explain. I got you. I was there for the journey too. So we got young OKC, and then he went to the Rockets where he got to play with Chris Paul. Well, why didn't he succeed when he played with Chris Paul? Well, when they had the chance and they were up 3-2, Chris Paul got hurt. Does Chris Paul's injury, and Chris Paul was extremely important on that team. Chris Paul, if we all believe, unless you're a Warriors fan, we all believe Chris Paul don't get hurt. They go to the finals to play the Cavs, and they probably would have won that with the style and the way that they play. Chris Paul getting hurt was a big
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a book, bro.
no.
Outside of
But
that Chris Paul injury,
we only say that because
they
James
still
Harden
had a
turned the
chance to
ball
win
over in
that
the
game.
clutch.
They
Yeah,
missed 27 straight 3-pointers.
yes, and with Chris Paul, and more context, with Chris Paul in the game, he wouldn't have let them shoot 27 threes in a row. Chris Paul would have said,
But it's
let's
not.
figure
But
this
that's not
out
Chris Paul
differently.
team. That's
That
James
Chris
Harden
Paul
team.
had the
So James
ball a
Harden should
lot.
have took control of that.
Yeah, the
No,
only
no, no,
reason
no, no. Chris
the
Paul
only
had the
reason we
ball in his
lean
hand
in
a
on the
lot.
fact, but the
But
only reason
James
we
Harden
lean
was
in on the
still
fact that we
the
needed,
alpha dog on that team, though.
yeah, the only reason we lean in on the fact that we needed Chris Paul in that series was because Harden turned the ball over down the stretch.
But not
Facts.
just that, not just that. Chris Paul was hooping in that series. He stripped KD a
He
couple
was.
times in there. Chris Paul was taking defensive assignments. He was getting Steph Curry. He was picking on Steph Curry. Got him in every pick and roll that he wanted to get Steph Curry in. So Chris Paul wasn't just like a
Yeah.
cherry on top. That man was essential to the game plan to get it to work. That's why they were up 3-2. Like, there's a reason why you go up 3-2 and then you take this player out and we lose the next two. Even if it's the IQ that was needed at that time to beat them in that game 6. So that matters. So then we go from there, and then James Harden goes to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was pegged with injuries. And then they went from the injuries to COVID. That's what happened in Brooklyn. KD was hurt for a little bit. Kyrie was hurt. They didn't spend a lot of time with all three of them playing. So more injuries. That's the context of that. Then you get him in Philly. Joel Embiid stays hurt. And then we all know Joel Embiid will fold. Joel Embiid will 100% fold in the playoffs. As good as he is, and as good as he
Yeah,
can
they
be,
both the same. They both the same person,
Joel
literally.
Embiid, see, and here's the difference. Here's the difference. Donovan Mitchell's going to keep going downhill. Joel Embiid looked around at his other teammates and said, guys, I need some help. I'm going to just keep passing to y'all. Da, 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 da. Joel Embiid falls a different way. Donovan Mitchell is going to have the ball more because if anybody's going to be more of a spot-up shooter, it would be James Harden. They're going to work it to where...
Deep down, James Harden will never be a spot up shooter
Can James
ever.
Harden spot-up shoot?
James Harden is a pick and roll point guard,
Can James
ISO
Harden
point
spot up
guard,
and
bro.
shoot? When Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell is, you don't think
back
James
in
Harden can hit an open
OKC.
three? You don't think this man can hit an open three?
I'm saying, you think James Harden is going to turn into a spot up shooter in Cleveland? No, he's going to be a pick and roll type of point guard, and Donovan Mitchell going to be
As
in the
well.
corner just watching.
No, you don't have to stay in the corner. You don't have to stay in the corner. That's the thing.
Yo, I didn't see this movie so many times.
Okay,
James Harden is not going to do nothing for them.
We saw Mike Conley hoop next to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has played with other guards who have been able to have the ball in their hand. He just played with Darius
But
Garland.
they not high usage players like James Harden is, bro.
Was Darius Garland a high usage player?
Not as much as James Harden because Donovan Mitchell was still the alpha on that team.
Donovan Mitchell's the alpha on this team. You don't think Donovan Mitchell's the alpha on this team?
Harden is about to mess up Donovan Mitchell game, bro, because he's taking the ball out of a Donovan Mitchell hands, bro. Donovan Mitchell don't need that. He don't need no James Harden, bro. He don't. He would have been better off with Alonzo, to be honest, than a James Harden. Lonzo not jacking the ball up as many times as Harden. He not turning the ball over as much as Harden either.
Because Lonzo cannot score, Lonzo's not a threat. Doing a pick and roll with someone who can't make the shot is not scary to anybody. You're just like, okay, stay where you are. Go through it. Go under. You have options when you're not afraid of the person who afraid of the guard on the pick and roll who's doing the handle of the rock. Joe, what you think, bro?
So we think James Harden gonna go to Cleveland and like play within the system. That's what we think.
He is the system. Remember,
he is the system.
pick and roll, Evan Mobley, pick and roll with Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell just go, coach. Come on, I didn't see this so many times, bro.
Okay,
like
I'm not against y'all. I'm not against y'all getting James Harden as much as I'm against y'all giving up Darius Garland for James Harden, though. I just want to make that clear.
James Harden is going to get them wins. James Harden is going to get Cleveland wins for sure. Number 2, number 3, number 4 seed, whatever. He's going to do that for sure. But in the postseason, we didn't see James Harden melt a million times, bro. So it's like he with more talented players on his team. So it's like Harden, even this year, because y'all say the East is wide open. I don't see Cleveland beating Detroit in those 7-game series. I don't see them beating New York in those 7-game series. I don't see them even beating Boston in those 7-game series. Maybe Boston. But I don't see y'all beating Detroit at all. Detroit,
I think they can beat New York. I think they can beat New York. New York don't play enough people. New York ain't got enough depth. That's always gonna kill them.
Cleveland ain't got no bench now neither. They traded DeAndre Hunter. All they got is Dennis Schroeder. All they got is Dennis Schroeder on their bench.
Bro, that's not true. That's not true.
What's the white dude name? Do they got Sparrow?
He ain't played all year. Max
we
Strus,
have
he ain't
we
played all
still
year.
have
That's
Merrill
true.
coming
Yeah.
off the bench. We do have Merrill coming off the bench. We have
They
Ben
gotta put
coming
a
off the
defense.
He
bench.
ain't
Look,
nothing,
this where I'm at. This
Please,
where I'm
he's
at
been
with Cleveland.
hooping.
bro.
Y'all don't watch
This
the
where I'm at
Cavs.
with
That's all
Cleveland.
you telling me.
This where I'm at with Cleveland. I really
Sam
think.
Merrill ain't no better than Jordan Clarkson. Oh, Miles
Hey,
McBride.
Off the
let me
bench,
just say this.
cool.
Yes, off
This
the
where I'm
bench.
at.
Yes.
My true analysis of Cleveland though, I do think Cleveland can make some noise, but I got to see Donovan Mitchell get out of the second round or get to the second round because he's starting to look like I hate to say this, he's starting to look like the Justin Herbert of the NBA. Like he put up a
Hey, we
million
were in the
points
second round
during the
last
regular
year.
season. I'm saying,
That's they
hear
ceiling. That's
me
they
out though.
ceiling. It's second round.
We
Hear me out
got
though.
hit by injuries last year.
But
Go
I'm
ahead,
saying
Mook.
though, it was the same thing in Utah. Same thing in
You
Who
know
else
Utah.
was
what it
in,
is?
who else was in Utah
You
with
know
him?
what it really is though? Donovan Mitchell ain't never had no dog with him. He ain't never had no dog with him.
That's
In
true.
Yeah.
Utah, he had what? Mike Conley
Rudy
and Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert.
You can't do
Yeah.
nothing with that
Them not
except for
dogs.
try your hardest.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Donovan Mitchell was by himself in Utah. Out here in Cleveland, he ain't have no dogs with him. Darius
Nah,
Garland was supposed to be that. Darius Garland is very talented, but he's very inconsistent as well. They
Yeah.
trying to make Evan Mobley into that. That's just not Evan Mobley game. Evan Mobley not going to be no 24, 25 point per game scorer. So it's kind of like Donovan Mitchell really ain't got no dog. James Harden not
Yeah.
no goddamn dog. So it's kind of like, this is about mentality wise. This ain't even about skills. This is about
Yeah.
mentality wise. Donovan Mitchell by himself. That's why I got Cleveland at this year. A second round
but
exit with
but
James
just
Harden. It's all about
being a
matchups at the
dog
end of the
doesn't
day.
mean you
Who
have
they
to do
matching up
20.
with in the playoffs.
Being a dog doesn't mean you have to do 24 because we watched the
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers last year and all of them were 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 10,
Yeah, them are
10. But
dogs.
yeah, that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying.
Them
Because you said
dogs.
24.
Donovan Mitchell ain't never
Mobley's
played
gonna
with
give
that
you
though, is what I'm saying.
Mobley's gonna give you 18. Tyson's gonna give you about 16. Allen's gonna give you about 14. Harden's on the squad now, so he's
This in
gonna
the
give you
regular
almost.
season though. This the regular season. Are they
They
gonna
gonna
do that in the
watch.
playoffs? Because Jalen
Yes.
Tyson just came around this year. Evan
Watch.
Mobley inconsistent offensively.
Mobley,
Cleveland,
even with
look,
his
Man.
inconsistency, he's still giving you like 18.
Cleveland
I
gonna be
want to
He's
all
see him
right.
play
inconsistently giving
Detroit
you
so
18.
bad in a 7-game
Don't
series.
don't Cleveland
Mm,
gonna be all right, as long as they don't have no game set.
you're right. Or game six. Or game six.
Maybe Spider want to be a corner boy though. Like it's still his team. I'm pretty sure he know what his teammate is. But
It's definitely his team.
we've seen situations where James Harden come in the locker rooms. Like when he came to that Clipper locker room, I don't remember if it was Man or Bones Highland. One of them dudes was like, "Man, this mother ain't never gonna pass us the ball." Like you know what I mean? Like he does kill young stars' confidence. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he
Yeah, but
just known
Donovan
for doing
already
it.
established though.
Oh,
So maybe
I'm glad.
Donovan agreed to like, hey, I just want to spot up and shoot. Maybe that's
Yeah.
where he at in his game. I don't
I'm
know,
glad.
but
I'm glad
Please.
that's
you
what
You
brought that
know
up,
that's what
Joe.
he better
Donovan
I
that's
Mitchell
what
ain't
he
can't
better
going
I
for
get
can't
that,
used
wait.
to.
bro.
I can't
Hey,
wait.
whether he want it or
Joe,
not, that's where he at right
I
now. He
can't
finna be
wait.
a corner boy.
Donovan
Joe, I'm
Mitchell is a
glad you
top 3
said that.
shooting guard in the league. You know he ain't going for that.
I
Look,
can't wait.
I'm glad Joe said that about that Clippers though, because I actually feel like the Clippers was playing better with Russell Westbrook before James Harden even came in. They was on like a 8 or 9 game winning streak with the Clippers, and then they
Yeah.
brought James
You
Harden
talking
in
about with
with the
Westbrook,
Clippers.
Paul George, and Kawhi?
Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
working
Yeah.
to me. And then they had power coming off the bench with the explosive. The energy level was up. I just feel like when they brought James Harden in, the offense kind of got stagnant. They started watching, and I knew then that they wasn't gonna go nowhere. But for a minute with Westbrook, they were looking like a better team.
Also, not for nothing,
I'ma
but
Yeah.
say this.
that Rockets win against Boston is tainted because Rockets just lost by 10 points to Charlotte in Houston.
Yeah, and
And,
they
K-
got blown out by Boston yesterday.
and KD did play,
They
so
trash. Rockets tripping.
I don't know what happened. The
Nah,
Rockets could have
KD
won.
played
They need a
today.
point guard.
I know,
They
that's
need
what
a
I'm
point
saying.
guard.
He
KD,
played.
yeah, they do. KD played. KD had like 31 today.
He did.
It's just outside of Kevin Durant, they ain't really got no consistent scoring. Goon been inconsistent. Twin
Yeah, he
can't
has
shoot.
7.
So it's kind of like,
They need
yeah,
Lando.
Shit,
he ain't really shit.
we need Darius Garland.
Y'all need
Nah, on the
Hey,
y'all
cool,
know
the
okay,
Lando.
Rockets.
low key,
Nah, on the cool, the Rockets
on the
need Drew Holiday, bro.
Yeah.
the
Drew
original.
Holiday is
I
the
wanted
perfect
to
point guard
do.
for the Rockets.
I wanted to trade Darius Garland for Jabari Smith. That's what I wanted to trade for. Me originally.
Nah, I ain't doing that one.
Nah, they already got
better-
Evan Mobley.
Y'all better take these picks.
Jabari gonna be at the
I ain't
3.
You
trading
could have
nobody.
traded. You could have
Jabari
traded
gonna be at the
Darius
3. We
Garland for
locking up.
Reed Shepard
Why won't
No.
nobody go get LaMelo?
because he a problem.
Cause he
Yeah.
gonna shoot the ball every play. He ain't gonna. He's worse than James Harden.
Yeah.
He is worse than
LaMelo
James
just
Harden.
does
I like
that's
LaMelo, but
he plays it
not
like it's 2K.
disciplined, bro.
LaMelo plays like it's 2K,
Yeah.
not like it's a real game. Like it's fun to watch.
He got to find a
but
coach that'll really get him right.
Yeah, if he willing to play within a system, he could be a problem. But he need to get out of Charlotte. Charlotte is I don't know what Charlotte got going on right now.
I was gonna say that young boy
just with him.
Who is that? The young homie in Charlotte. He's been hooping lately.
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's been hooping lately.
Yeah. Oh no, it looked like they setting up to get rid of LaMelo because they got Kobe White, and I think they get Colin Sexton
move.
or they traded Colin Sexton.
They traded Colin Sexton for Kobe White.
Right.
Yeah, it looked like they planning to get rid of him. Get rid of Melo.
Hey, Chicago got like 5 point guards during the trade deadline. What are they doing? What are they doing, bro? They got Anthony Simons, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Chicago trying to play like an AAU
Chicago ain't got no direction, bro.
At all, bro. At all. And your starting point guard really is Josh Giddey.
Chicago got no direction, bro. And they was like I'm saying, holding that number 1 seed in the East is hard because remember they started off high. They was like top 3 in the East. And they fell off real quick. Like I think they in the play-in spot right now, but they ain't got.
Yeah, they started the season like 5-0 or something, and they've been down ever since Josh Giddey got crossed over by DeAndre Hunter. Chicago ain't been the same since, bro.
Nah, that's facts. All right, yo. So I want to ask.
But okay, look.
Y'all one. Go ahead.
Oh, I about to say after the trade deadline so far, who y'all think coming out the West and the East this year to represent in the finals?
Cleveland's coming out the East. And out the West, depending on the matchup, I think the Spurs are coming out.
I feel like
Wemby's
healthy. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mook. Go ahead.
No, I feel like out the East, I feel like New York coming out the East.
New York.
West, a little more tricky. I feel like OKC coming out the West. I think gonna be New York versus OKC.
I got OKC versus Boston.
That's if Tatum come back or how they construct it right now.
Without Tatum?
I think without Tatum they make it.
Vucevic.
I ain't just saying.
I'm
not saying that.
If they do that, you got to get rid of Tatum then.
Nah, you don't.
No. Oh, we got to talk about that too, JP. Okay. Aside from that James Harden blasphemy he was telling me yesterday, he said since Jaylen Brown having such a good season right now, they should move Jason Tatum. And I said, why is that? Jason Tatum is still the best player on that team. He said, well, Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP and Eastern Conference MVP for a reason.
I'm with JB, bro. I'm with JB.
Yo, crazy, bro. Jason Tatum is the best American in the NBA right now, bro.
Let me tell you why.
That's facts.
You cannot add
Jaylen Brown. That's facts.
Joe, what we talking about, bro? Jason Tatum is the best American.
Joni, let me tell you why. You cannot, if Jaylen Brown decides to go and win, you cannot add Jaylen Brown to you cannot ask Tatum to come in and Jaylen Brown to take a back seat after he led the team to a championship. You can't.
Twice.
You can't expect. You can't.
No, yeah, you can. Why you can't?
In his prime.
He's supposed to do this.
Twice?
He's supposed to do this.
So you want this man to take a back seat? They ain't gonna keep paying them guys $300 million a piece.
He know he not better than Jason Tatum.
He knows he's not better than Jason Tatum.
I was gonna say that's second person to say it out loud.
I don't know that. You don't know that either. We know what we see.
I know that.
I know that. Jason Tatum is that boy. Okay, look. So Jaylen Brown only putting up these numbers because Tatum is hurt, right? Okay, so if Jaylen Brown was out for the year and Tatum was doing this, don't you think Tatum be doing the exact same thing, if not more?
No.
Why not? Because he was averaging. Jason Tatum was averaging 28 points with Jaylen Brown.
Brown was putting up numbers not Tatum last year.
Jaylen Brown was averaging 23 points. Jason Tatum averaging 28 points.
In the finals,
is not efficient like Jaylen Brown is.
In the conference,
Jason Tatum is a better basketball player than Jaylen Brown.
Is he more?
Yeah, I don't even know what we talking about now.
It's a reason Jason Tatum is the number one option. Or if you want to go 1A, 1B, it's a reason why Jason Tatum is 1A, not 1B. We talking basketball, bro. Y'all want to talk hoop? Y'all want to talk hoop?
You say that though. But they didn't win a championship to Jaylen Brown became 1A. You say that. But they didn't
He
win that
wasn't 1A. He
championship.
wasn't 1A last year. He was. I mean, 2 years ago. He wasn't 1A 2 years ago.
How he get
Because
the
Drew
He
MVP?
Holiday
couldn't
How
even
showed
he,
up
he
in that
couldn't even
bro,
final.
dribble the ball
Drew
bro,
2 years
Holiday
ago.
showed
bro,
up in that
bro.
finals just as much
Dooney,
as Jaylen Brown did. And
Dooney,
Jason
Dooney,
Tatum led that team in every category outside of scoring.
Dooney. You cannot be the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the NBA MVP, Finals MVP by not doing the most. It don't happen. Not twice in a row. Not back to back. Eastern Conference Championship
Okay.
and NBA
Two
Finals.
rounds for 2 rounds. They said
I'm glad.
Jaylen
No,
Brown is
look,
the
I'm
most
glad you
important player.
said that. It almost slipped my mind. It almost slipped my mind. I'm glad you said Eastern Conference Finals, so he better than Jason Tatum, right? Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP over Steph Curry in
He
2015.
didn't
Is he
want.
better than Steph
He
Curry?
didn't. No, he didn't win.
He
He
won the
didn't win the
Finals
Western
MVP.
Conference. No, he didn't win the Western
No,
Conference
but
MVP.
we just talking about the biggest stage, Finals
No,
MVP.
no.
So he won
You
Finals
missing what I'm
MVP over
saying though.
Tatum.
You missing. You missing what I'm saying. He won the
But they
Eastern
didn't
Conference.
have that award. They didn't have that award back in 2015 though. They just started doing this like 2 years ago. The Eastern
So you
Conference, the
think
Larry Bird and the
so?
Magic.
So you seriously think Iguodala would have been the Western Conference MVP?
Coming off
Because
the
he didn't
No,
have
bench.
what
LeBron
I'm
James.
saying is a
You know why? You know why?
what I'm
He didn't
saying
have
is a
LeBron James to guard.
fact.
He didn't have
He
No,
LeBron
didn't.
James
I'm
to guard.
using I'm
He did
using
not.
y'all theory. Y'all
But you're
theory is
not.
that
No,
Jaylen Brown won
no,
Who's
Finals
that ain't our
MVP
theory.
over Tatum, so he's
That's
better than
different though.
Jason Tatum,
Dude, it's different. The
bro.
only reason why, the
Bro,
only reason why they gave him that MVP because they said he did a real great job guarding LeBron James. If LeBron
who had
James
like
is not
40
there,
points?
if LeBron James is not there, he don't get the MVP. Can we all agree on that?
100%.
Okay, but y'all saying just because somebody won a Finals MVP, that mean they're better than the actual best player on the team. So you saying since Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, that mean he's better than Jason Tatum?
No, I'm
Dooney, you
telling
missing it.
you, Jason Tatum. I'm telling you, they didn't get to where they wanted to
No,
be
bro.
until they started making Jaylen
Y'all
Brown a
being
focal point.
blind to the obvious, bro.
And
Jason
they
All right,
made
Tatum.
hey,
Jaylen
Well,
Brown.
okay,
Dooney, I got you. Wait. Dooney, walk with me. Walk with me on this one. In the series, who did Boston play in the Eastern Conference Finals that year? Was it Philly? No, because Joel has got out the second. Who did they play?
nah. It was
They
Indiana.
played Milwaukee that year. Was that
It was
Milwaukee?
Indiana.
Milwaukee. Okay, it,
Was it
it was
Indiana?
Indiana.
oh
It
they
Okay,
was
swept them. They
Indiana.
swept Indiana.
okay.
They
So
swept
in
Indiana
that
4-0.
series,
Yeah.
Jalen Brown was the best player in that series, and that's why they gave him the trophy. And they say you are the best player in this series. So what we know definitively is that series he was the best player. Maybe it was a fluke, but then we get to the finals, and when the finals was over again, same year, same series, same haircut, same Beijing. They said, "Hey, you are you are still just like in this last series a week
About to
ago.
cook.
You are still the best." Now, what's different is doing the Warriors in 15. The Warriors were losing that series. They
I'm
put
about to
what's his
cook,
face?
Joe.
Put Iggy. They put Iggy in there.
Man, I don't even know what they talking about.
Look, they put, and I'm not saying
I'm
Tatum's not
listening.
a
I'm
hoop.
listening.
All right, yeah, I'm not saying Tatum's not a hooper at all. So don't get that from this. But they put Iggy in there, and the series turned. They won in 7. But when they played Portland in the round before that, Steph was giving Dame all he could take and then some. So that was like no issue at all. So they were able to handle. Steph was clearly the best player in that, and honestly, Steph was the best player in the finals. Like if you actually go back and watch it, Steph, like you said, led in points, assists, steals. The only thing he didn't lead in was rebounds. But he had I think like one bad game, which they kind of held against him. But even like the point differential between him and Iggy was like 7 or 8 points. Between Tatum and Brown, it was closer than that. So for them to give it to Iggy anyway was crazy. No one agreed with that. But it is what it is. But we didn't say for two
It
rounds.
was definitely
But
crazy.
but we didn't. What we did not say for 2 rounds is that that Iggy was better than Steph. At no point did we say that for 2 rounds. And when Boston won their ring, we said that for 2 rounds with Boston. That's what the difference is. 2 rounds to prove it.
No, but the crazy thing is, y'all think just because one of his teammates had a great playoff series, or a great playoff run in general, as if Drew Holiday ain't show up that series, that whole playoff as well,
Drew,
the whole Boston team was cooking. Okay, but
Yeah.
y'all saying this one playoff series, this one playoff postseason run just overshadows what Jason Tatum been doing his whole career. How many first team All NBAs does Jaylen Brown have? Oh, okay, never mind. Who's always in MVP discussion every year? Which Boston Celtic? Oh, okay, never mind. Who got the number 2 seed right now? Ain't Boston like number 2 in the East right now? Or number 3? Somewhere around there, right?
Number 2.
And Jaylen Brown averaging 30 points. That's the number one. He's averaging 30 points. That's the number 1 option right now, right?
Yeah, so when you give him the opportunity, he
overachieving.
cooks. No, on par.
Okay,
you give him the opportunity and he cooks.
But is anybody talking? But Jason Tatum would have did this with his eyes closed. We all know that. But Jaylen Brown is by himself right now, averaging 30 points. Ain't nobody talking about him. Don't you think Jason Tatum would get talked about like he do every year about MVP?
They are talking about it, and then they always
look.
And then they always talk past Tatum.
Look. This is what's crazy.
I'm about to
cook him, Joe. I'm about to cook him, Joe. Watch this.
No.
Yeah, no, look real quick. Y'all saying Jaylen Brown is this good. Look, Jaylen Brown is so good that Jason Tatum damn near almost healthy. All these analysts and Kendrick Perkins saying, man, Boston look good, but if they can get Jason Tatum back, they can make a run. Nah, y'all don't need Jason Tatum because Jaylen Brown better than him, right? So what you need to injure Jason Tatum for? But you need the second best player on Boston to get y'all over the hump. Come on, bro.
Bro, this the classic Jordan Pippen argument for me, bro. Like,
bro, it's a reason why you're the second option, bro. It's
just because other teams,
Jason Tatum is that dude, bro. Jason Tatum is the best American player
He
for
never won
Jaylen
the
Brown.
Finals MVP, but go ahead.
Just because other teams
he
don't
never
have
made it to the
Jaylen
finals.
Brown, don't make him better than Jason Tatum.
Jaylen Brown not gonna make it to the finals by himself.
No, Dooney, the problem
Scottie
with that,
Pippen was top 3 in MVP voting though.
You said it's a Jordan Pippen conversation. When Jordan and Pippen went to the finals together, Jordan 6 out of 6 times won the finals MVP. There's no question about it. We knew that Jaylen Brown by the end of that series was going to be the finals MVP. We didn't think that Tatum was going to be the finals MVP, but we didn't have that same thought with him. That's the difference between the Jordan Pippen situation and
Drew
the Brown
Holiday
Tatum
could have been finals MVP as
he
well, bro. Have you seen Drew Holiday playing against Dallas?
He hooped. No.
He was locking Kyrie up. How was Jaylen Brown locking up Luka, and Luka was averaging 29, 30 points?
Jaylen Brown was ripping that man in the open court after what he was doing to Rudy Gobert and Ant in the previous round.
He was averaging 30, bro. He was averaging 30, bro.
Because he gets to the free throw line.
30.
He gets to the free throw line. He's going to get his points.
I'll tell you what.
Ain't no way in hell y'all really believe Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum just off of a season, a postseason run. I'm not even going to say a season, a postseason run.
What? We're going to have to have a part. We're going to have to have a part 2. We're going to have part 2 of this discussion. We're going to
oh my God, that's crazy, bro. We really don't. Like, it's so self-explanatory.
It's going to be a long basketball
Jason Tatum
season.
is hands down better than Jaylen Brown, bro. Jason Tatum guards.
Bro, what are we talking about, bro?
Jason Tatum guards 1 through 5. Jason Tatum is a better rebounder. He's a better shooter. He's a better
team
ball
All
handler.
NBA. Like every year, he's first team All NBA for the past 4, 5, 6 years.
Okay, I'm gonna say this,
bro.
I'm gonna say this
right
here.
Of the MP.
I'm gonna say this.
What exactly is it that Jaylen Brown? What exactly is it that Jaylen Brown does better than Jason Tatum?
I'm gonna say this right
answer that question?
I'm gonna say. Can I tell you? The only thing the only thing Jason Tatum do better than Jaylen Brown is dribble.
What?
He really don't shoot.
He's a better scorer.
No,
he's
really not.
He's a 3-level scorer, bro. He's a 3-level scorer.
Bro, Jason Tatum averaged 27, 28 points.
Bro, he's a better
Jaylen
rebounder.
Brown averaged about 23 points when they play together. Jason Tatum averaged about 27.
Is a better rebounder.
Look at the numbers. Jason Tatum averaged more points than Jaylen Brown every single season. He's the number 1 option for a reason.
Let me ask you this.
He might average more assists.
Why we don't see
the major average more assists.
Why we don't see the major drop-off then? Why the team ain't got a major drop-off?
Because
we know what
I would say, honestly, if you want to be honest, Joe Mazzulla is the reason why they ain't dropped off, because that man know how to coach.
Yeah, they got a good coach. They got a good system. And the people they still got ain't bad. Like Derek White and Peyton Pritchard ain't pushovers. Them dudes will be starting on. Derek White an Olympian, brother. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm still
Let me
mad
just
about
say
Boston
that.
still got a
Vucevic,
good
let
team,
me
bro.
let me just
Jaylen
say
Brown
this
Vucevic is an
before
just
Josh
got
close
way
all-star.
out.
more shot attempts right now, which is why his
They
point
got
total is
three.
up
They
right
got
now.
three all-stars. They got three all-stars currently on their roster and a six-man of the year, and that's without Jason
Yeah.
Tatum
Let
and
me
a
say
coach
this.
of the year. What are we
Let me
talking
say
about?
this. Let me
They're
say
not
this before
supposed to
Josh.
fall off.
Let me say this before Josh closes us
Yo,
out. Let me say this
insane,
before Josh
boy.
closes us out. Listen, I'm gonna say this before Josh closes us out. When Kobe was in his prime, like Tatum was in his prime, if he didn't play a season, them Lakers would fall off. I don't care who was coaching. If LeBron James, when he was in his prime, and he didn't play a season, when he left, I don't care who was coaching. The team fell out. Kawhi Leonard.
I can't
I
say
don't
that for
care.
LeBron. Not since he went to Miami, because he had D Wade in Miami, he had Kyrie and Kevin
Yeah,
Love in Cleveland, and
them
then he
teams
had
you talking
Anthony
about
Davis there.
wasn't
Now
constructed the same,
the
bro.
first Cleveland team, the young LeBron, yeah, they'll be trash. But if you talking about LeBron with Kyrie and Kevin Love, they still making the playoffs. It's still the East at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
them teams wasn't constructed the same, bro.
They ain't winning no
This Boston
championship.
team,
They ain't making it to no
this Boston
finals.
team got three
But Kyrie,
all-stars on it without Jason. They got three all-stars right now. They got Vucevic, Derek White, and Jaylen Brown, bro. They got three all-stars and a six-man of the year and a coach of the year.
shout
Like,
out Joe
just
Mazzulla,
because them
man.
just because them names don't jump off the screen, don't mean them ain't good basketball players,
Is,
bro.
is
All
that
right,
Joe
I
They got
cannot
Mazzulla?
they got
believe y'all
system.
sit. I
all right,
can't
all
Is
believe
right.
that
y'all
Joe
sitting here and really
Mazzulla?
So,
saying Jaylen Brown
Is that
is
Joe Mazzulla?
that's
Or is that Jaylen Brown making all them look good?
all right, hold
Hey,
on.
Jaylen
but
Brown
when
not out
Jaylen
there
Brown,
averaging
hey,
no
but
10, 12 assists. How he
All
made
right,
them look good?
When
So,
Jaylen
hold
Brown
on.
misses time, because he ain't played every game.
Hey, look,
They
if
didn't
Jaylen
fall off,
Brown's
but
so
they didn't
good,
fall
hey,
off.
look,
Nah, Mook,
if
I can't let you do that, Mook.
if
When
Jaylen,
Jaylen Brown missed time, the Celtics don't fall off either, bro.
All right, here's what
mm,
I'm gonna say. Hold on,
Like,
guys.
if Jaylen
Guys,
Brown's so
hold
good,
on.
why he not in MVP talks right now?
Okay, hold on. I'm sure he is an MVP talk, so we'll look it up and put it in the comments. Y'all make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you think. I just want to say this part, though. I'll let y'all cook for a little bit. Here's what I'll say. Coaching is a factor. They have a team that's constructed where he knows how to coach them well, and they're doing a good job. Jaylen Brown's rising to the occasion. Jaylen Brown was a top, 4 pick, so we knew he was always a hooper. He showed it multiple times. When I just want to say this, when I made the point about them trading Tatum, it's not because I don't think Tatum is good. What I'm thinking is because Brown has proven what he's been able to do, as well as the team that's around, plus the coach that you have. Why not do the same thing OKC did and set yourself up for the future beyond? Because Jaylen Brown's in what, year 8 now, I believe, something like that. If he's in year 8, year 9, and you could get one of these young cats who's coming out. If you could trade Jason Tatum to whoever's gonna have the top pick or the second pick, trade and get that pick plus 3 more picks to set yourself up for the future and flip them so you're good. You have your squad, you have your coach, you have your picks, and you have your young gun coming. Why not do that? That's my take. Y'all put it in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It was another episode of Nothing Nice. Mook, Dooney, Joe, I appreciate y'all like always. Y'all came through with the heat today. Like always, I definitely appreciate that. Y'all make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell everybody. Yo, we're going to have some crazy content coming out. You're going to see us on the football field in a little bit. You're going to see us on the basketball court. So peep that. Yo, it's Nothing Nice. We out. One love.
Yep.
Y'all